Hey everyone, welcome to Tabletop Giant. As promised, we're going to open a box, Play Booster box of Modern Horizons 3. You can see in the background we've got the Special Collector Edition Commander decks. Very limited quantities there, so I hope you got in early at your LGS. There'll be some disappointed customers. Same as the regular bundles were okay, even they're a little bit short, but the gift bundles, which are coming out later for it, like crazy short supply. So good luck to everyone. Hope you get what you ordered. We're going to open this up. We're going to go through the commons and uncommons very quickly. We're just going to look for some hits inside the play boosters so you can get a sense of what you might get if you decide to get a play booster at your local LGS or you ordered one. With play boosters still being kind of a new thing, let's see how we do. So yeah, I hope everyone's got a chance to pre-order and select what they needed from the set. So art cards are in here, of course. There's some full art lands. Well, that art card was kind of cool, actually. Maybe we'll look at that for a sec. Okay, and then we've got our commons on top in here, it appears. So we've got Shifting Woodland and the Genku Future Shaper, Moonfolk Wizard. And then it would appear that we'll just kind of... There's two oozes in here. Expanding Ooze and a Temperamental Oozewag, which is an Ooze Bushwag. He looks pretty derpy. Yeah, so now we know what to look for. So we're just going to hammer through the end of most of these packs, and we'll put some big hits in the back row there. So there's our token. We've got a soldier. So it looks like the token slot is an art card or a true token. A Nyxborn Hydra. Enchantment. Flare of Duplication. So these flares are pretty strong. So that's a good hit. You can sacrifice a non-token red creature rather than pay its mana cost. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You can choose new targets. So all the flares are pretty strong. And there's a Hopiomancer, so the famous black card that makes snakes if you don't already have one. And there's a retro border for Attune into the Narrative. And then the rest here, I'm sure most people watching have seen other box openings. So commons and uncommons, we've got a lot of packs to do, so we're going to just hammer through it pretty quickly. Bridgeworks Battle, we got in foil there. Harbinger of the Seas, non-basic lands or islands. That's pretty strong. So all your opponent's non-basic lands, including yours as well though, become islands. But if you're running like a mono blue deck and you're just running islands, it doesn't hurt you at all and really hurts your opponent. So nice strong card there. This is the kind of a reprint. The Wirewood Symbiote. And I think that's it. So I know a lot of people are looking for Eldrazi hits. The Eldrazi are front and center again. Everybody loves how overpowered they are. So there's our foil. And we've got a Shifting Woodland. Enters the battlefield. This is the one that you can pay for. It becomes a copy of a target permanent card in your graveyard. Not just a creature. It becomes a copy of any target permanent in your graveyard until end of turn. But only do that if there are 4 or more card types in your graveyard. Very nice. A Barbarian Ring. I remember this used to be basically a fight card, isn't it? Sack Barbarian Ring, 2 damage to any target. No, not as strong as I thought. I thought there was one that fights. So that's another kind of a retro reprint. So I'm leaning towards the Aljani Cat deck. That Exotl card is very strong. Maybe we'll see one in here. I really liked it. So there's your filler card. If you're drafting and you don't have sleeves, you can write one of the dual flip cards name on here, put it in your deck, and then if it comes up, you pull it from your outside the game and you can play it. Full Art Swamp. That was that art card we showed earlier. Very nice. Kozilek's Unsealing. Shadow of the Second Sun. I haven't seen this yet in Mythic. So you enchant a player. At the beginning of enchanted player's post-combat main phase, there's additional beginning phase after this phase. Nice. Buried Alive. So any of the cards that are kind of reprints, they have the original set that it's from kind of hidden in the flavor text there. So, and the rules text. Let's make sure. Yeah, we're into just commons and uncommons. So we're just kind of looking to show off the mythics and rares here. There's another art card. There's Soren. So the cranial ram, I talked about our other opening there. So it's could be very strong in an artifact deck. So equipped creature gets +X+1, where X is the number of artifacts you control. So you can really get a creature huge. And it is a living weapon, so it comes in as itself. It's at least a 1/1 when it enters because of itself. So strong card. Devourer of Destiny is a rare. 5 and 2 colorless. 2 wastes. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, at the beginning of your first upkeep, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards on top of your library, exile the rest. When you cast this spell, exile target permanent. That's one or more colors, so just removes your opponent's stuff. Nesting Grounds. Null Elemental Blast is pretty cool. Just counter target multicolored spell or destroy target multicolored spell for 1 strong card. All right, those are commons and uncommons. Ooh, a clue token. I don't think I've seen the clue token for this set yet. We'll put that there. Cyclops Superconductor in foil. A lot of energy focus in this set. Pearl Ear Imperial Advisor. There's the Fox Advisor. A 3/4 lifelinker. Enchantment spells you cast have affinity for auras. So you're going to be dropping, if you have an enchantment deck or auras, you're going to be dropping stuff for free. Voltron decks, big addition. Branching Evolution. If one or more 1/1s would be put on creature control, twice that many ones are put on it instead. Wow. So that's a nice reprint. Consuming Corruption with the retro border. This set does have the basically enchantments and creatures that turn into lands. So from your hand, you can decide if you want to drop it as a land or you can play it as a creature. So it gives you choices depending how you look at it. Kind of gives you another kind of a land swap out. An art card. Oh, it's a signed, a gold art card. Very fine print on the gold stamp there. Wow, I haven't seen this guy yet. Bountiful Landscape is our foil. And there's a nice full art Shil Gengar, Sire of Famine. So he's 2 black and 3 as a 6/6 flyer. Sack another creature, create a blood token. If you sacrificed an angel this way, create a number of blood tokens equal to the toughness of it instead. And you can pay 3, whether it's white or black. Sack 6 blood tokens. Return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Those creatures are vampires in addition to the other types. Nice. I love the purple. He's going to go up here for us. There, we can enjoy him. Deep Analysis, reprinted for the 100th time. There's this Foul Strike, so a fowl being a bird, but one of my co-workers mentioned this bird's kind of gone Looney Tunes. This guy hit him so hard, his eyes are popping out of his skull. But there's a beak and a tongue, so it's hard to make sense of the picture here, but Foul Strike indeed. All right, so we've got a Spirit token. We've got a nice foil basic. Phyrexian Ironworks. Energy again. Pay energy. Do something. A flooded... Wow, there's a pack. A flooded strand. This is in a play booster, remember. So these play boosters are strong. Flooded Strand is your Shockland. Pay 1 life. Search for plains or island. And you've got Kalia of the Vast full art. So there's a nice upgrade. Anyone that already runs Kalia, they're going to be wanting to put this as their commander in their Kalia deck. And then we're into our commons. Noticing, I think in the last set we also saw Oko's Elk. So there's Trickster's Elk as a creature in the set. Yeah, having Kalia in there. I hate facing Kalia decks in Commander. She usually gets taken out very quickly because nobody wants to tolerate that. Oh, there's the Phyrexian Worm token. I haven't seen that one yet. Demon Inferior. Warren Soul Trader. I saw this card in the last opening. Seems super strong. Pay 1 life, sack another creature, and you get a treasure token. And it's a 3/3 for 3. She'd be great in my Shiri deck where I want to sack creatures and little guys come back. So great way to ramp up. There's a Warren Power Stone in the uncommon slot. Great playable card in Commander. And then there's another example. It's a sorcery this time. So do I want to play it as a sorcery? Well, I can play it as a land. So depending on what stage you're at in the game, there's a lot of those dual lands, I think they're called. Not dual, but probably pronouncing it wrong. There's an Eldrazi Spawn token. Oh, and the energy reserve on the back is back. Wither and Bloom, Emperor of Bones. Beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Pay 2 and adapt to. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on him, put a creature card exile within boards onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it. It gains haste, sack at the beginning of the next end step. Alright, cool. There's a nice reprint, Priest of Titania. And a Pinnacle Monk. You got a creature or a land, depending what you want to do. Okay. Phyrexian Germ. We've got an Ondu Knotmaster. Their foil. There's a Flare, the green Flare. Flare of Cultivation. You may sack a non-token green creature rather than pay its casting cost. Search your library for 2 basic lands. Reveal those cards, 1 to the battlefield, tap, and the other into your hand. Super strong. Very playable. Hey, they're nice. A 2 rare pack. Urza's Incubator. Love this in Tribal, or Typal as it's called now. As he enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type are 2 less to cast. It's nutty. It only costs 3. There's a Drowner of Truth, which can also come in as a land. So these... and there's the Wormcoil Larva, that makes that token we saw earlier. So it's just a mini Wormcoil engine. So the tokens are smaller than the true Wormcoil engine. Okay, with this pack, we got a third of our box opening done. I hope you'd like to hang around, watch everything. Beautiful artwork there. Wow. Okay, so... Ooh, what's this? So Quest for Necropolis is our foil. A Strix Serenade. Counter target artifact, creature, planeswalker spell. Its controller gets a 2/2 blue bird. For 1? Nuts. That's a great counter. Look at that artwork, too. I think we'll put that in the back. Meteoric Mace. I think that's the one... Oh, no. I thought that was the one that made treasures, but it does not. It does have Cascade, though. This was interesting, this Dreadmobile. It's a 3/3 menace vehicle. Comes out for 3, but you pay 1, sack another artifact or creature, put a 1/1 on it, and it's not till end of turn. And it's only crew 1. This thing could get big. Alright, so there's our commons and uncommons. Let's get into our second stack from the box. Thanks for watching. Hang in there. Love to have new subscribers. If you want to subscribe or like, we'd love to have you join us. All these cards you see will be available on our site to buy, www.tabletopgiant.ca. We'd love to have your business. Free shipping on singles over $10. Bloodstained Meyer. We'll call it a Meyer. Orm's Chant reprint in white. Suppression Ray. There's one of those cards that can play either side. All right, let's speed up a little bit. Woo! There's the other worm, the 2 Phyrexian worms. We saw the other half. Wow, look at that full art. Is that Ugin in the background? It appears to be, maybe. It's definitely an Eldrazi. Simulacrum, a Sapadian. Haste, sack him. It deals 4 damage to target creature. Imskir, the Iron Eater. Legendary creature, affinity for artifacts. We've seen him before. There's that Barbarian Ring again. Urza's Cave. Sack Urza's Cave, search for a land, put on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So these play boosters are pretty juicy. I mean, oh, there's my favorite art in the set. If you saw me open the collector booster box, we got one of these in foil. But the text box, as you see it here, the teeth are in the text box. I love that art. I put that up for us. I just love that art in the set. The Mox Emerald. Golden Tail Trainer and Ether Revolt and a Worn Power Stone again is a good uncommon. So as long as a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to opponent or an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2. So that's an enchantment that stays out. And whenever you get one or more energy, Ether Revolt deals that much damage to any target. So you definitely want to run that in an energy deck. Whoa, we got a Mythic attached to that rare. Azalak, the Swelling Scourge. When he or another colorless creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. And then it says you can pay 5. Creatures you control get +X until end of turn. Rex is the number of experience counters you have. Scions and spawns you control gain indestructible and annihilator 1 until end of turn. Okay, he's gross. Only 3 to get that out. I think that might be our first commander card we've hit. So commander cards look like they are available in your play boosters to help embellish your play boosters. Embellish your commander decks. Wow. Okay, so we've got a Thraben Charm as our foil. Full art, Flare of Malice. You may sack a non-token black creature rather than play the spell's mana cost. So there's the Flare for black. And each opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker with the greatest mana value among creatures they control. So basically just sack a non-token black creature and everyone sacks their strongest dude. So very nice. Here, we'll move this out of the way so we can feature some more cards. And there's the Priest again. All right. I'd be pretty happy if I bought this play booster box. Sage of Oh, there's Kozilek himself, the Broken Reality. So the Eldrazi are appearing here. When you cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards from their hands. If each card manifested this way, you draw a card. Other colorless creatures you control get +3/+2. Nice. Oh, and another dual, a Mythic and a rare, a Jet Medallion, regular art. I think I called that a Max. A Jet Medallion is the art for this. Earlier, I might have said Mox. Don't know what I said. But I'm pretty sure it was incorrect. Don't roast me in the comments too much. Art card. Ooh, we got a gold stamp art card. I wish those were worth a little bit more. Some of them are nice. Wrath of the Skies. You get X energy. Then you may pay any amount of energy. Destroy each artifact, creature, enchantment with mana value less than number of energy. So there's your energy deck board wipe. I mean, it doesn't even need to be in an energy deck. However much you pump into X, that's how many energy counters you get. So the more you put in, the bigger the wrath is going to be. That's nice. I don't know what those were on the art there. Maybe Eldrazi bugs or something. There's a blood token for us. Static Prison is the foil. There's the Winter Moon we saw in our collector box. Players can't untap more than 1 non-basic land during their untapped steps. So very strong. Okay, there's that null elemental blast again. Like the art on that for some reason. Okay, we'll keep going here. Well, we're at 19 minutes. We'll try and get you out of here in 25. We'll see. I'll start speeding up a little bit here. Fetid Gargantua. There's an Eldrazi token. The first time we've seen him, there he is. Kudo, King Among the Bears. I know somebody who'd be interested in this. Other creatures have base power and toughness 2/2 and are bears, in addition to their other types. So there's the King Kudo. He looks quite regal in his forest dwelling. I'll put Kudo up for you guys. That's the first time I've seen him. Junk Diver, Vexing Bauble. We were talking about this when we were opening. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. So that's going to slow down some decks. Thanks to Wizards for the early open. Everything's been spoiled already, so we're a store. We get our product early so we can get everything ready. There's a nice Fox token, a 2/2. So everyone can enjoy the set, see what's coming out before you get it. So this releases today is Monday, so this comes out this Friday at pre-release. And at pre-release, you can buy everything in the set. And then it actually releases the following week, the full release. There's a medallion. They call it an ivory pearl medallion. It makes a white one less. Nice art card. Recruiter of the Guard and foil. There's a big hit. When Recruiter of the Guard enters the battlefield, you can search your library for a creature card with toughness 2 or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Very strong. So if you had a way to blink her, you could just keep abusing that. And wow, another great pack. A Mythic rare in foil. And okay, we just got a 2 rare and a Mythic foil pack. So it can happen. Fanatic of Ronus is super strong. It makes 1 green, but with Ferocious it adds 4. And that goes off if you have a creature with power 4 or greater. So you can tap 4 green with this guy. It's nuts. And Internalize, you can even play it from your graveyard for 4. And you get a token. And Deserted Temple is our reprint back from Odyssey. Untap a land. There's our commons. Okay, a germ goes there. Oh, look at that. That's a nice foil land. Lots of flora on that island. That up there. Expel the Unworthy. There's our foil. There's 6. Legendary creature tree folk. So he's a 2/4 for 3, and he has reach. Whenever it attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put a land from among them into your hand. So it's your turn. Non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrace. You may cast permanent cards from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying their cost. That's pretty strong. Hey, and there's the first reform I've seen. They have the tokens for it. This is the guy, when it dies, you get a fish. And when the fish dies, you get a 6/6 whale. And the whale dies, you get a 9/9 kraken. So he's kind of fun. And then we're into our commons, uncommons. Okay, guys. Last row. Let's see if we can get some more big hits. Love getting those full arts. There's a full art land. And our our foil is a Volstrom Angel. Kozilek's Command. Choose 2. There's for your colorless deck. Fledgling Dragon reprint. And we'll put these guys over here. All right, let's speed up. I promised you 25 minutes. I don't think I'm going to get there, but we're going to be close. Oh, we got another Strix Serenade. There's a foil landscape. We'll put that Strix Serenade with the other one. A Volatile Stormdrake. There's another 2 rare pack. He's flying in hexproof from activated and triggered abilities. Looks like he's an energy maker. There's that Vexing Bauble. Seems really strong. Stops people from cheating out spells. An art card. We've got our art card with the gold stamp and a foil basic. Eldrazi Repurposer is our foil. Hey, there's Felia, the Exuberant Shepherd. He's your legendary dog. He has flash, and when he attacks, exile up to one other target non-land permanent. Being the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it entered under your control, Felia gets a 1/1 counter. So you could build a blink deck, a bounce deck, I should say, around that. There's an Ophomancer again. Yeah, this set brings up the power level in Commander and Magic in general. Very nice set. I think it's going to enhance almost everybody's Commander deck. So I hope you enjoy opening it. There's a nice way to gimp your opponent's Commander. You can flash it in for 3 or just hard cast it. It does have Storm, which is a nice little bonus. An enchanted creature loses all abilities in the blue frog in addition. Oh no, not in addition. It just becomes a blue frog. with base power 1/1. Loses everything. So there's a Buried Alive. Great reprint back in the day. There's our first snow-covered wastes. Haven't seen too many of them. You want to put those in your Eldrazi decks for creating waste. There's the Zombie Army 0/0. Not 100% sure what makes that token. A Glaring Flesh Raker. Well, that's a thing of nightmares. That's not a fun name. A Polluted Delta. There's our little Shocky Land. There's a Scurry of Gremlins for your energy decks. Okay, guys, we got about 6 packs left. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Love to have you subscribe. We open all your favorite hobby boxes. Wow, a Deserted Temple and foil. Very nice. And a Sowing Michael Spawn. It has no color. It does have a kicker. When you cast it, search your library for a land card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. When you cast this spell, if it was kicked, exile target land. Wow, that's strong. But it's 6 with the kicker, but you kind of want to play it with the kicker, I think. All right. Gift of the Viper looks strong. You can put a 1/1 counter, a reach counter, and a death touch counter on up to 1 target creature and untap it. So that looks nice. Here's a new legendary elf. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Pay 1 green, tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Reveal a card from your hand or the top of your library. And if you reveal a creature card this way, put it onto the battlefield. Ugh, gross. Only during your turn. That's pretty strong. There's everyone's favorite crab. Crabomination. You can steal stuff from your opponent's hands. And there's a Meltdown. Great reprint. That was a good pack. Crabomination. What a nice play on words. There's an Eldrazi spawn. We've got our basic land. Ooh, a nice full art. So we got Tempest Harvester and a Windswept Heath. Beautiful. Pay a life, sack it, search your library for a forest or plains, and put it on the battlefield. Very nice. Where's that going to go there? Oh, we had room beside the bear. Ruby Medallion's going to go there. All your red spells cost 1 less. There's an art card. We've got a foil basic, Galvanic Discharge. Nice red foil. Echoes of Eternity is a rare. That looks pretty creepy. There's just an eyeball in the center. If a triggered ability of colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers. So this is the one that basically doubles all triggered abilities on colorless spells. So it makes the Eldrazi, they're not gross enough. They're even grosser. So there's Echoes of Eternity. Huge hit. Victimized. Nice playable card. So overall, I'd say we had a pretty good box. Of course, you could always get better hits, but I'd be happy if I open this. Here's the new Angry Giant I saw in the collector box. His full art is awesome. But even this one, just a Angry Giant there. So watch out for him. All right, last 2 packs. Let's see what we get. Thanks for hanging in there till the end. Appreciate you watching. A Strix Serenade. Well, that's the one we saw earlier. Just counter something for 1 and the opponent gets a bird. There's the Dreamtide Whale. Nice strong card in the set. Has Vanishing 2. It's a 7/5 for 3. So you basically, it can only stay out. It enters the battlefield with 2 time counters. Beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter from it. So it should be out 2 turns. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, you get to put another counter on it. So you can keep that out by whoa, there we go. Almost last pack magic. Second last pack. There's a special guest Endurance in the set. Opened in a play booster. So these play booster boxes are hot. Flash Reach. When it enters the battlefield, up to 1 target player puts all cards from their library on the bottom of their library. Oh, sorry. Puts all cards from their graveyard on the bottom of their library in a random order. And evoke, exile a green card from your hand. So you can play this for just exiling 1 card. We'll put that over here. And we've got uncommons. Here's our last pack. Thanks for watching. tabletopgiant.ca. Free shipping on singles over $10. We'd love to have you check us out. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck at your pre-release. Remember to support your LGS. So Monstrous Vortex is our foil. And we've got a Monumental Henge as our rare land here. Enters tapped unless you control planes. It taps for 1 plane, and you can pay 4. Look at the top 5 of your library. Reveal a historic card from among them and put it in your hand, and the rest in the bottom. And there's an annoyed Altosaur. Fell the Profane. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoy the set. Hope you enjoy our content. And good luck at pre-release and opening any packs. Keep enjoying the hobby. And we'll see you next time. Take care.